Hello, 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 beautiful people. Welcome to Total Freedom Thursdays. I am Xaye Faith, and we are currently waiting for our co-host, Devin the Connector 11. I'm really excited about this topic. And tonight, we're going to be talking about getting some rest. Like, make sure you are, taking care of yourself, resting whenever you're tired, and getting some good quality sleep, right? I'm really excited about that. In the meantime, as you begin to tune in, definitely let us know where you are watching from. I am currently in Virginia, USA, and Devin is in London, UK. So we love to know where you're watching from. And here he goes right here. Here he goes right here. We are going to accept the invite. Hello. As you're tuning in, definitely let us know where you're watching from. Hello, Devin. I forgot the title exactly. What did I say? The title originally? What did I say it was going to be?
I mean, you didn't.
I was like,
we probably could. You're saying about to talk about getting some rest, but I was gonna touch upon like just that as well, but vision as well, like the importance of. It's relatable. It relates. What I'm gonna.
10 minutes.
But anyways.
So anyway, y'all. No, for real though, I am tired. Like I did this TikTok a couple days ago, and I be ramping. Babe, I be ramping. Y'all, my boyfriend.
You need to stop the ramping.
I need to stop the ramping. Y'all, my boyfriend is Jamaican. Yo, I love, like,
I'm trying to get this.
Whenever I learn something new, like, I'm just like, so I was like, babe, what does ramping mean? So now I think I'm Jamaican. Anyways, yeah, I'm tired. So I've been wilding.
Yeah, I think we both need some rest. To be honest, I can't lie. It's been a crazy. Today's been crazy.
Past couple weeks.
And even for you, like it's been.
Yeah. So I started a gym membership, and I used to attend the 05 class, but maybe I'm gonna start doing the 0615. But no, I think I like the 05 class. It's only 3 of us who really, go, and more people the later in the day. But anyways, so I started going to the gym, but I still, I sometimes, like, I get in my groove at night. Like, I'm supposed to be done working at 8, but a lot of times, like, I'll see messages come in, or I'm like, oh, let me do this, or let me prepare this for tomorrow. And then next thing you know, it's midnight. It is midnight. And so I'm like, bro, you need to stop doing it. But I had to take a nap today. Is a 2 hour, is 2 hours, is that considered a nap still?
2 to 3 hours. I think that's a nap. Yeah.
Shorty was.
Yeah, 2 to 3 hours. That's a real nap.
But I'm going to go to bed again early tonight because I'm really tired, and I have to go to the gym tomorrow, and then I also have to go to the gym on Saturday. So I'm tired. So I really wanted to just encourage you all, like, y'all, your body needs rest, just like your devices need charging. Your body needs rest. Like, you can't be operating if you tired, or you can. I mean, there are a lot of people functioning out of deprivation, but you're not going to be your best mentally, and you may be missing out on the experiences that you're going through because you're numb and deprived. So make sure you get some rest. Make sure you're getting sleep. Make sure you're taking a moment to just sit and think. Don't think. Just sit and be there, smell the flowers, and listen to the animals. We definitely need that reminder. Why are you tired?
Yeah. Oh, am I tired?
I
was. Yeah, 30 minute nap. 30 minute nap. I recharge quickly, but yeah, the nap was definitely needed. Like speaking to different people and then just handle like taking in so much information throughout the day, processing, doing like there's multiple things, helping people out in different ways, um, spending my time in different ways, and but it's also it's always like for the best as well. It's like it's things I'm doing that's so it wasn't necessarily stressful, but it's like okay, now I've got this 30-minute window. I'm getting this rest because I know that what I'm gonna do after I have the rest and what it will mean for me. It will mean I'll be more productive. And I remember I did a post earlier today, probably on the Instagram stories as well. But it was basically a reminder to remember that you're at your best when you're not stressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I put this post in one of the social networks I'm on, and someone replied, oh, he says, oh, that's they said that's interesting. I always thought that I was at my best when I was under pressure and stressed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they said it was that's something I need to think about now.
Mm-hmm.
And when they said that, I was like, wow, for real?
I used to think that
Like they misconstrue like, oh, the fact that they working so hard or stuff like that. They misconstrue that for like how it means to be at your best. Like they do, like being in your flow, like being in your flow state. It doesn't drain you. It shouldn't have to drain you.
mm-hmm.
Stress when something happens and it stresses you, it drains your energy. You know what I mean? It like in a negative way. And thing that when it comes to our well-being, when it comes to being at our best,
Mm-hmm.
like mental health is important, and all is mind, you know. So everything that we put into our mind and anything that we interact with on a daily basis contributes to what we're giving towards our best self. But so it's like, for example, getting our sleep, adequate sleep, or just even journaling, or just taking that silent break. Because I have like 10 minutes of silent meditation, like,
That's
and
you know,
works a charm.
you're really good about that. You're really good about and this is a question that I want to ask the audience. Yeah. Do you think it is, and this is, I don't know, I'm just gonna ask, do you think it is better for you to rest throughout today, like take breaks and take rest throughout the day, or do you think it is better to get your rest, like get your proper rest at night and power through the day? Of course, like if you need to take a breather, but it's not like scheduled in. That's my question. Like, which one you think is better? Because I will say Devan is amazing. He'll work for like 90 minutes, 2 hours, 4 hours, and he'll say, okay, I need to take a break. And I'm like, take a break. Just go to bed. Or it'll be like an hour or 2 hours before he go to bed, and he'll take a rest, and then he'll work. And I'm like, bro, like just power it out and then go to sleep when you go to sleep. So I'm really curious on what y'all think. Do y'all think it's better to have those like rest periods throughout the day? Like go hard, rest, go hard, rest, go hard, rest? Or do you think it's better to just go to bed early, wake up, get your proper sleep, and then just go throughout the day? I mean, of course, take rest if you need it, but don't schedule in those rest periods. I'm really curious about that feedback. But I mean, I mean, it works for you. You do produce results, so I guess I can't knock it. But I don't know. I'm just like, bro, I'm gonna rest when I'm asleep. Like, let me get through all of this.
Yeah, but I get, because again, it's a thing where you have, it comes down to knowing yourself, because again, some people like,
But
you know what it means to be like, not I mean, it's not everyone that knows this though, because they don't, not everyone that gets the opportunity to cultivate that and to express that. But for me, I know intuitively the times I will feel at my best.
mm-hmm.
I know what is required of me, what is required of myself has to be nourished within my mind and my body and my spirit in order to be my best. And even though like there might be minor pressures through the day, but it doesn't stress me out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But I will say, but
Because
a
like
lot of things we do out of habit. Like for instance, the person you was talking to in that network,
yes, yeah,
they're like,
exactly.
and I can relate to it as well. But whenever that person was like, "Oh, I thought I'm producing more, when I am pressured, when I am stressed," and it's like, I
Yeah,
relate to that too because that was my excuse because I was a procrastinator. Like I would be unproductive, doing nothing, wasting time, and then whenever the deadline hit, then I'm going all in. But what if I would have took the time to actually put thought and more creative and more love into it? What could it have been? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. And the thing is as well is like most people in their lives they only know stress.
mm, that's
Like
good.
let's be real.
That's
Like
good.
they only know
Yeah,
stress.
that's true.
So do they even know what their best is?
Ooh,
They can't. Like what? Like put one in chat,
oh
Andre.
my
like
God.
like for
That is
real.
so good. Yeah, so one of our mentors told us that most people, like 99% of people, live from crisis to survival mode. Most people live
Mm,
in survival mode, but whenever like cuz people like for instance living paycheck to paycheck, being stressed, living in a state of overwhelm. But whenever they've missed a couple payments and the bill man coming or whomever the IRS or that test is due, now they're in crisis
yeah,
mode. But then they don't ever take the opportunity to go above survival to success. So after
yep,
that bill is paid or after that they finish with the test, they don't keep studying, they don't make extra money, so they have a cushion, so they're not in that position. They just actually go back to living paycheck to paycheck, cruising, flowing. So what you're saying is true. Like
hmm
most people live in survival mode, but it's the people but we bounce back and forth between survival and crisis. So it's just like a zigzag. Like we live in survival, but we bounce back and forth between survival and crisis. So the goal is
yeah,
really to like overcome, and not be stressed, and have more and study more and be prepared and live in success, and then ultimately help empower other people and get to significance. So
yeah, yeah. And the thing is as well is like those different levels, the different modes. Those are actually different levels of a mindset as well. Like a crisis mode, that's a mindset. Survival mode, that's a mindset. Success mode is a mindset.
mhm.
Impact, success, significance mode. Those are different mindsets. There's different things that go with those different levels. So it's a thing where, and this comes back down to vision. Like, what is your vision for your life? Like, what do you want for your life? What do you want to experience? And are you working towards getting on the frequency? Are you working towards getting in alignment with that level of where you want to be at? And it's like your vision has to exceed your circumstances, because you hear these like success stories. It's like, oh, started from the bottom, now we're here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they kept that they kept their eye on the prize. They kept their mind on that level of where they want to be
Mm-hmm.
at all times, no matter what the circumstances were. So it's like the greatest. You understand what is our greatest vision for ourselves, and is that exceeding your greatest excuses? Because sometimes we may not be realizing that we're making excuses because it's normal to make excuses.
Yep.
It's normal to be stressed. It's normal to make
Mm-hmm.
excuses. So we like, give yourself some grace, give yourself some time to explore who you are. I always say there's like three keys of self identity, self knowledge, and self revelation.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to go through like knowing yourself,
Mm-hmm.
getting identifying who you are, knowledge around like who you are, like maybe where you're from or history that you resonate with, these a lot of different things. It is it's a journey. It's a
Yeah.
process.
I like that.
But you have to, yeah,
I like
you have
that.
to you
And
have to decide.
the biggest thing that stood out to me about that is and you can be at different levels of self identity, self revelation, and self what's the third?
Knowledge.
Self what? Self
Knowledge.
knowledge. You like in I don't know, in your finances you can be at self revelation. In your personal health, mental health, you can be in self identity. You know what I mean? So you can be at different
Mhm.
levels in different areas of your life. So that's good. That's good. That's definitely good. And I think, yeah, getting your rest, being mindful, being okay, also accepting what is. Like you are who you are. You're here. You put
Yeah,
yourself here. We're here. Accept that, but be vulnerable and be kind enough to yourself to take responsibility and ownership to get to that next level. But then also be nice and give yourself time to rest and give yourself,
big facts.
you know, give yourself time. You know, take it slow if you need to. Now, if you know you just procrastinating and being lazy and avoiding, that's different than like I really need to rest. Like that's different. But that's good. Okay,
Yeah,
man. Anything else
yeah,
about
yeah. So like,
getting rest?
um, I mean, like, you know what, like getting rest. Again, getting rest can just really look like taking care of your mental health, pretty much. Like, I mean, it could mean like avoiding too much screen time. It could be um
Get you some blue light blockers. I'm
eat.
waiting for the van to send me mine.
Why you gotta do
Because I'm
that
still
for?
waiting.
No, but no, not no lie. I was actually looking on the site for that. Actually, just I found some good ones. Anyways, that's another story. We'll talk about it after. But yeah. So like literally, I'd address it and addressing what can be a distractor in your life, and um planning out in your head that this distraction may pop up for this amount of time, for
Mm-hmm.
example. And that's what I do. This is something that works for me. So I know that like there's always gonna be like at least 10 minutes of some randomness or strippiness about to take place throughout my day. It could be random, like okay, um, oh let me just pack these away. Let me just do that. But it's not something in alignment with what I need to be doing. But it still has to be done. But it still takes time sometimes. So it's like understanding, giving yourself some grace. Say this is just part of it. Okay, that's done. Now refocus here. So it's basically ultimately understanding where you're placing your focus, and also being understanding of when you actually need to eat, or if you need to hydrate, because there's a lot of people that are like with a lot of us are dehydrated,
Mm-hmm.
and um, it shows up in our stress, and it shows up in our mental health. And you might be thinking you're like the biggest best water drinker in the whole world, but you might be dehydrated. Like has a test. Drink a lot of spring water to the state where you might feel like your belly just open up a little bit, so you feel slightly bloated, but you still feel nourished. And then don't drink anything else. That was something I was testing out for myself in it, and I told my brother to do it, told my family to do it, and it worked. So it's a suggestion. So and that really helped them gauge that they wasn't really drinking a lot of water as they thought they was. They was like, oh yeah, let me drink my 8 cups. No, that wasn't enough
Mm.
because the amount of hydration, the level of what you're taking in, um, had to match in some form what you was pushing out.
Mm.
So let's say, for example, if you're very active in the day, you're gonna need more water than this person. Or if you know you had a stressful day, you need to have that water to balance out however you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And water is very a key point in that. And just anything that can raise your vibration, or anything that's alkaline, any fruits or stuff like that, that will help detox your body, because you do need that, like, at least once a week. Even in the world we're living in now, like, so much pollution in the environment and stuff like that,
Toxins, free
that
radicals.
you need a detox like nearly every other day, to be honest. But you don't, or every other week,
Mm.
every week, to be honest. So you really take inventory on where you're at in your life and the times that you need to rest, and don't feel bad about resting.
That's
Understand why you're resting, and rest because you know what you're going to do after you rest, and rest with a purpose. Rest in a sense that, okay, I'm going to be drinking so much water, then I'm going to just sit down, relax, no extra devices in my way, no lighting, no nothing. Just sit down and think, and just journal, or just write, or do whatever makes you feel good as well. So kind of went off on a tangent, but that's some stuff that you can just do to help you rest. Just close your eyes,
mm-hmm.
And then really observe what these things do for you,
Mm-hmm.
because there's some of the things that we don't do, that we like, for example, people say, "Oh, I don't like to do yoga and stuff like that. Yoga's this, yoga's that." They have an idea of what yoga they think yoga is, and they shy away from it. But yoga's a union. It can literally be you sitting down with your eyes closed and your hands together.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you're centering within yourself, as long as you're with you,
Mm-hmm.
because again, you cannot be at your best when you're stressed. But you need to understand you first,
And you too
so then you can
stress.
actually, so you can gauge the levels of your greatest version, the levels of that vision that you're seeking for yourself. Because everyone has a vision on some level for their life. You have to, because if you wasn't needed here on this planet, if you know that you would be still carrying on in this life, because you know that there's something within you that you haven't yet fully expressed, or that you are working on expressing, and um you want to reach that destination. You want to reach that level of enrichment, empowerment within your lifetime. So take inventory and get some rest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think that was well said. Y'all get some rest. I'm actually gonna have an early night tonight because I'm tired. All right, I am tired. But I do want to ask. I want to ask y'all a couple questions before we get off. Um, if you aren't resting, why are you not resting? Why are you not giving yourself permission to rest? I really want to know that if you aren't resting. If you are restful, what do you do? And definitely share in the comments so you can help somebody else. Because there are people, like myself, who don't give myself permission all the time to just take a break, relax, and rest, or feel
Yeah, we
guilty,
got to get your
or
rest.
I feel
Yeah.
guilty because I rested, um so number one, if you aren't resting, why are you not resting? Why aren't you empowering yourself to get some rest and you need it? Why not? Like, because if it was your child or your nephew or somebody you cared about, your boo, your parent, you would be like, hey, get some rest. No, take some time for you. So why are you not doing that for you? And number two, if you are
Mm.
restful, what are you doing? What are some of the things that you're doing, that you're incorporating in your life to get rest and to feel restful, so you can be productive and better for yourself and for the people around you? Without further ado, y'all, this was a good call. I feel like it's going to be very, very insightful. I'm definitely going to listen to it back. Definitely do those, like, answer those questions, and we will see you on the next video. I'm Xaye Faith, and this is the Van the Connector 11. See you next week.
Take care, everyone.